it looks like Becky's update failed in the middle of her program.
I don't think it was the update. I think she's just salty.
Salt got in here?
Probably.
Let me try and reboot her. Do you know your name?
Go fuck yourself.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
The update failed.
Jesus.
Hey everybody, welcome to the TheFreeRotation podcast. I'm Bobby. I'm joined by Moreland.
I'm Moreland.
By our fantastic producer Angie.
Hello.
And by Mrs.
Alex
Salty's
for
back.
Becky.
I don't even know why you guys keep saying
Becky's
I'm
update
salty.
failed.
Y'all don't make any damn sense.
Her update failed.
Her
She's salty
update
about
failed,
it.
so this is Becky 1.0.
That's fine.
She's so
We
bad,
had
guys. It's
wait, hold
amazing.
on. We don't want to reboot Becky back to her original operating systems
Isn't that just a small Asian child?
because
Good
she was
call.
straight.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's not how it works, Moreland. If we go back to Becky 1.0, all that means is that I was in like puberty.
Ew.
Ew.
Yeah, I don't want to relive my first
Awkward.
period.
What?
How does that make you?
I just had my first period last night. It was brown.
That wasn't a period. That was you taking a shit, Bobby.
No, it was.
You've done it many times before.
I don't remember those times. Anyway, guys and gals, and people of non-conforming gender types.
Oh,
Guys,
look
it's-
at you being inclusive.
Holy
triggered.
shit. I'm like the most inclusive person ever. I love everybody if you're hot. Anyway. Or touch my penis. Anyway.
Jesus.
Especially that second thing. Please, someone touch my penis. Anyway. That's my mom. Anyway. Today we're talking about essentially updates to our favorite games and shit. Moreland doesn't have a favorite game because he's lonely at night. Angie and Becky fight over League of Legends all the time. And it's
All the
adorable.
time.
All the fucking time. Y'all need couples therapy. I'll be a therapist. It'll be hot.
Sweet.
Anyway,
That's awkward.
yeah.
Very
what
awkward.
do you charge?
No, just more pins for my denim jacket. Anywho, I guess y'all three are talking about League of Legends and I'm talking about Magic.
Well, I mean, we know magic.
Do
I
you?
don't know.
No, I'm just talking about stuff in the new set and changes to.
I know
competitive
something
play.
about a natural thing that lands on tap.
We'll talk about that later. I'm just talking
I'm
about
smart.
What?
Then yeah, you'll find out. Its card's fucking busted. I'm just talking about the newest Magic set. What I think the top 5 cards are from the set, and then changes to competitive play, and
Angie breaking things.
Magic Arena, which they fucked us some shit on that too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Ooh, talk about it.
Okay, so
And then we're going to talk about League afterwards.
deal. I'll get my
A
shit
good
out of
game.
the way, and that way I can just diddle on my phone because I don't play League of Legends that often. Anyway.
Anyways,
So with Arena, with their Mythic Championship, they're a bunch of assholes and invited just streamers. Oh, they invited bigger name Magic players, but like streamers as well that aren't good at Magic.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
And
that
it's-
sucks.
Yes. When Cedric Phillips doesn't get a goddamn invite, I think it's fucking stupid. Or he did, and he declined it. One of them declined it. Anyway, they also invited somebody who liked to throw out homophobic tweets and stuff. She's from like South America or something. I don't know her name. She's not relevant anymore. But yeah, that
Oh,
was
that
the thing.
streamer chick?
Yeah, she got.
Oh, my
no,
God.
No, she they kicked her out. It's fine.
Oh,
She
okay.
declined her invite because she's a fucking cunt.
Yeah,
Anyway,
she really is.
Yes.
Wait, so this whole thing that they were wanting to do where they were trying to get people to play magic to get
Oh no, you can still get into it, but they've like given like half invites to famous people because they're.
Well, they got to somehow, I guess, pop up Magic Arena to make it popular. I mean, it just
It's
seems
insulting, though.
there are really good players who don't stream,
Yeah.
and this is how people get there. Well,
And
weren't you trying to rank up in Mythic?
Yeah, I'm give up for now. I think really, I'm focusing on testing what I'm actually going to play at the next big Magic tournament I'm going to, which I'll dive into that in a second. The problem with Arena right now is everyone's decks are tuned to best of 1, even though there are best of 3 options, which
Yeah.
I've just been grinding. But because of that, the decks aren't like streamlined for what actual paper Magic would be. So I've actually been playing a lot in Moto
Oh, I
for
gotcha.
testing. But the problem is you don't get the fancy streamer stuff you stream on Moto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they were saying if you joined the streamer program or the partner program, you had to stream like 4 hours a day. Or no, 4 hours a day, 4 hours a week at least, and that Magic had to be your primary game.
Anywho,
anyways,
but they also have changed the name of Grand Prix to Magic Fests, which sounds like a goth not goth. I'm gonna say those weird kids that wear wizard hats and Jinko jeans to school still. Like,
It's a Wicca.
yeah. Well, no, I'm fine with Wiccans. They're cool. They're hot too. Ooh.
I would say
So now it sounds like a LARP.
Yeah, essentially, it sounds like
honestly, it sounded more like some like a place in like a high school gym where people learned how to do magic tricks, and you
Yeah.
could buy like the latest.
No,
magic tricks.
it sounds like the local magic shop down the street. Let's go to Magic Fest. Let's get a
Remember that
let's get
episode
a new
of
card trick.
Supernatural with the LARP and that where they first met Felicia Day? That
Yes.
sounds like Magic Fest.
I get what they're trying to do because at the arena they're trying to expand our. Anyway, I guess I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to expand our broader audience by maybe because Grand Prix sounds too competitive and Magic Fest sounds a little more casual to a new player.
Yeah, but the point of a Grand Prix is for you to compete competitively.
Yeah, but they also have much side events and stuff. It's whatever.
It's supposed to be an elite player. I don't want to go to an event with 600 people.
Oh, it's more than that.
300 of them being kids.
It's more than that. It's like a couple grand, $2,000 or $3,000.
But like,
You're playing.
I said,
Yeah,
I don't want to.
well, yeah.
I don't want to go to a Magic event. 600 people. 300 of them are kids that don't have sleeve decks and this, that, and the other, and may have to leave at 4:00 in the afternoon because their parents say, "Let's go home."
Yeah, because
Well,
we're fucking bored.
And especially if you may have lost to them,
Exactly.
like on a fluke, and then suddenly you're just off those points.
I lost
Exactly.
to a kid at the last Atlanta Grand Prix.
Oh.
It was the mono red mirror, and back then the combo to kill Hazoret in the mirror was to have Soulscar Mage plus like a Chandra's Defeat or multiple burn spells because Soulscar Mage turned into Wither effect, so it would kill indestructible creatures. Kill 2 was Hazoret, landed the third one. I'm like, well, fuck me, I've used all my burn spells.
yeah,
It happens. I
At
mean-
that point, RNG is not on your side,
Yeah, it's fine. He was a kid. He had a great time. I gave him a high five and shit, and he was happy. So
and that's the last time that kid was ever seen again.
Exactly.
yeah, his corpse in my basement. It's got
Yep.
a lot of holes in him now.
Now this deck really is a red deck.
It's a bloody deck.
Yeah.
I just don't like the idea of like Moreland's right. Like the reason why we have F&Ms and Saturday Night Magic is for it to be a more casual event for people to play
Yeah.
at their stores. I don't want to go somewhere called a Magic Fest. What are you doing this weekend? I'm going to Magic Fest.
It's like you're going to a convention.
I'm gonna go to our fest.
I'm gonna go to. We're gonna go to Magic Fest.
I'm going.
I'm gonna go to Japan Fest.
You got some,
Cool.
honey?
I'm going to Japan Fest. Cool. That sounds nice. I'm going to Magic Fest. Fucking weirdo.
Like Grand Prix at least sounds legit,
I stopped
Exactly.
going to Japan Fest. There's way too many tentacles there.
and too many people in
There
general.
weren't enough tentacles for me, but that's just.
Moreland, your kinks will be talked about on After Dark, not on the clean shit, you fucking jackal.
I love how that's
Okay.
the clean shit is the
Degenerate.
fucking jackal comment. That's the clean shit for this podcast.
I mean,
Damn straight.
What's wrong with calling him a jackal? Jackal?
Jackal.
Jackal?
Jackal.
Jackalope.
Jackal.
No, those aren't real. They might be. I don't know.
Jackal.
I've never seen one. I
Bobby's
can't-
popping my bubble all over the place.
No, I'm throwing frogs at your bubble. Let's be honest.
So mean.
No, I'm not. I love all
Anyways,
you guys.
continue with Magic.
Yeah, I mean, the prize payout's still the same, so it's fine. You still get to go to the Pro Tour and stuff, which is fine.
You just gotta win Magic Fest.
No, top 8 Magic Fest. Top 8 Magic Fest. Tonight's the Pro Tour.
You got a top. You got a top 8 Magic Fest.
And
though.
they've also done away with PTP.
It's like a bad concert.
Yeah.
Jesus. Ugh.
It's a little rough.
And then they got rid of PPTQs?
Yes, they've gotten rid of them. I think they're going back to the old system of PTQs, or bigger local events, which it does suck though for like the smaller stores. But I guess this costing too much money. I don't know.
I don't know. Sometimes it feels like Wizards is just like,
You mean Hasbro?
well, yeah, it's Hasbro. Yeah, it just feels like they half-ass everything, like for their
It's like
competitive
they
stuff.
lost touch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
They
Mark
have.
Rosewater. Fuck that guy. I hate Mark Rosewater. I literally hate that man.
What if he sponsored us?
He's still a shitbag, so I don't care. I literally just don't like the guy. I think
He's
Well,
gonna
what did
he's
he
gonna
do?
sponsor us.
no,
just
he
because.
just
What did
fucking
Maro do?
he just appeals to the casual player way too much, and it pisses me off. So
Oh, filthy casuals.
I think
essentially.
I think the reason why card games appeal to more casual than more competitive is because you have a very minority group of people who play competitively. So you have to appeal to the casual players
I
who
know,
play
I
table,
know.
like play at the kitchen counter.
kitchen table.
Kitchen
table
I
magic.
play at kitchen counters. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're a kitchen counter,
Well,
I
thanks.
literally have magic decks in my kitchen cabinet. I really do.
She does.
and one of them's Enchantress.
No, that one's actually displayed out somewhere.
I think it's expensive. What the fuck?
I'm not saying where it's displayed at.
Your vagina?
Nope.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Anyways, wild reclamation.
Angie,
Oh, yeah.
Angie was flicking the bean to Enchantress in the bathroom.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Anyway.
Anyways.
Anywho. We also just had a new set come out. It's called Ravnica Allegiance, and I have my top 5 cards from that
Ooh.
set. And one of them's actually... Oh,
Wow.
fuck. There's only 4 cards in this picture.
Okay.
Shit. I'll
Top 4 out of 5.
Deal. Deal. Number 4.
Bonus points if you can think of the 5th one.
I know what it is. Number 5 is Absorb. It got reprinted. It's the
Oh yeah.
the
Gain
card's
3 life,
fucking
counterspell.
annoying. It's why I'm almost not getting off strictly mono red. It's like
I was
Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
was amazed by the Reddit people who were just like, Absorb isn't that powerful.
Well, and they were like, it won't be played because it's 2 of one color and 1 of another.
Oh,
it's absorb.
It's good against red.
Yeah.
Against like the mirror.
Not only am I gonna counter, I'm gonna gain 3 life.
It depends on the mirror, like, the matchup. Like against aggro, good. Against mid range, And the control mirror, it's bad.
Yeah.
Because you want what's played right now is called the other one that's played right now. It's 3 mana. It's called Sinister Sabotage, which is double blue and a colorless or generic. You counter target spell and you surveil, which is look at the top card of your deck, either keep it on top or put it into the graveyard, which is more relevant in control mirrors than in the game 3 life. But anyway, that's my number 5. Number 4 is also a reprint. Mortify. That card's really good.
Mortify's good.
Yeah.
I like Mortify.
3 mana instant, 1 black, 1 white, 1 generic, destroy target creature or enchantment. What is relevant right now because of our number 3 card, which is Wilderness Reclamation. It is a 4 mana enchantment, and during your end step, untap all lands you control. This card has single-handedly made Turbo Fog into a deck again, because what you can do is, y'all know what Teferi does.
Yeah.
So what you can do is with the Teferi trigger on the stack, you can tap your lands, then you can float that mana, and then Wilderness Reclamation on stack, float that mana, cast Nexus of Fate. I take my turn again. This is on turn 5, it's at turn 6, or even earlier with like Growth Spiral and stuff. It's also really stupid because you have double Wilderness Reclamation, stack the triggers, float, cast,
okay, so
untap,
that's how
float.
it's broken.
It's fucking just dumb as shit. Like it just makes they land that card against you, and they the thing is they can whiff, but it's very hard to do it at a certain point because you when search for scan flips, lets you look at the top 4 cards and stuff, and it flips into a land. So if you keep constantly doing it, it's just stupid as shit. It's super frustrating to play against his red. It's fine. I'm not salty about it. No,
He's not salty about it at
I'm
all.
so fucking salty about it.
It's like the Morton's Fisherman is behind it, but he's not salty.
Well, we were talking
Right.
about, me and Andrew were talking about last week because that was one of the big complaints on MTG Arena right
Yeah.
now, since it's the best of one. That is that a broken combination right now in MTG Arena.
And the problem is that there's no timer like on Magic the Gathering Online, so they can just loop you and you can never progress the board state, and they can't run out of time. Like, you can rope, but that doesn't do anything. Like it happened to that, was it Ali Andrazi that it happened to on stream?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
it
they
happened
banned
to
the
me
guy?
on stream that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
The other guy never roped out. I
Yeah.
was just stuck there, and it was
Yeah.
a ranked game.
Yeah, it was one of the bigger Magic streamers got roped out essentially but they banned the guy because the game went on for 2 hours.
That's crazy.
2 hours. Because what happened is, it wasn't because of Wilderness Reclamation. What would happen is, cast Nexus of Fate, put on top of my deck, draw Nexus of Fate next turn, play it, goes back on top. Goes it's the only 1 card left in the deck, so he just kept
Right.
doing that, hoping Ollie would
Like,
scoop
just
eventually.
concede,
Yeah,
yeah.
because Ollie had no outs at this point, so it was just stupid as shit. And it was
Hold
just, and that guy got banned.
That's why Hearthstone
But
created.
so why did that guy get banned for playing his deck?
Well,
and not the guy who wouldn't concede?
because technically the thing is with Magic, if he's not progressing the board state.
Yeah.
The guy that's just casting Nexus of Fate and putting on top of his deck and then just passing his turn. He's not progressing the board state. It's essentially an infinite loop. And in paper Magic, if you have an infinite loop, essentially there's 2 things. If you have an infinite loop, that player automatically loses the game. Like it's like O-ring and O-ring to O-ring. Just trigger, you lose the game. But also you have if you're casting spells but not pressing the board state, you also would get a game loss. It's like the whole Doomsday deck back in the Legacy. You just keep looping and looping and looping and looping and looping.
Yeah.
But it's like that. So I understand where it's coming from. The other problem is when the deck doesn't go off and you're just sitting there for like 5 minutes and they just keep not roping. And I'm like, oh, well, hopefully they actually do something here instead of just searching and searching and searching. At least that's why I like playing against deck on MTGO, because it's like you have to know what you're doing, otherwise you're going to time out.
Right.
and especially in the best of
Why
3
on
game.
earth wouldn't Arena have the time button?
Well, that's why
It's
they.
in beta, quote unquote. So.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, Hearthstone had to create that because remember, there was a game that was in a competitive state, and it was a 2.5-hour game because it was Armor Warrior, and it never progressed. Well, they don't have progressing the board state in Hearthstone. It's just they never had a timer that ran out. So now you have a turn limit.
Yeah.
So if you hit a turn
it
limit,
was Fatigue Warrior. And they were in Fatigue, but they had so much armor.
it never ended.
It's not gonna.
Which
end.
is why these games, like digital card games, I understand Magic's thing is like in real life, if you create an infinite loop, you lose the game. But that's real life where you can say you've lost the game, it's an infinite loop. In a digital card game, you don't have that ability unless you have some sort of trigger in the game that says, no, you need to stop this.
Yeah.
But it says, oh, you've done this 10 times.
No progression.
My number 2 card is a card called Hydroid Crisis. It's a... What's the mana cost? I know it's 1 blue and a green. Let me pull up the exact text. It's a blue and a green X. When you cast a spell, you gain half X life and draw half X cards around it each time. Flying and trample, and it's a battlefield with X plus 1 plus counters on it. So a lot of times you'll cast it on 6, gain 2 life, draw 2 cards. It's really good. It's really good rate, really good value.
Yeah.
It's seeing a lot of play. It allows a lot Bant and especially Bant and Saltire are playing it right now. It's the reason it goes splash blue. It's very good. It grinds. It gets you a bunch of advantage. It replaces itself, so you don't mind tapping out for it. When I'm playing red and they tap out for it, I'm like, you just paid 6 mana to gain 2 life? Ooh! You're fucking dead. It means I don't have to play around counter spells or a fucking contempt or a Momura craving. I was like, oh, baby, you're just fucking dead. Feels great. But then again, the Turbo Fogs play that deck card because they get ramp out into the gate version of the deck, so they can cast it for like 10 and gain a shit ton of life and drop
gain and draw 5.
Yeah, because you only untap with Reclamation at the end of turn. It's like, cool, cast this, draw, untap. Next is
I got a whole new hand.
Exactly, and they've also got a clock because it's like a 10. It's like a 5/5. No, not 5/5. It's 8/8.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's dumb. But my number 1, it's a tie between 2 cards, and guess what color they are, guys?
Wait,
they're red.
Yes. There's 2 cards. One of them is Skewer the Critic, which is essentially the new Lightning Bolt.
Yes, that one I liked.
It's essentially it's 3 mana, but it has a keyword called Spectacle, which is if you dealt damage, your opponent's lost life this turn. You can cast it for an alternate cost. Cost 1. Sorcery speed, so it's Lava Spike, but still really good. It's very good. And then the other one is I got spit on there. Anyway, also it's Light Up the Stage, which is normally 3 mana, but with Spectacle it's 1 red, and you get to exile the top 2 cards of your deck, and until the end of your next turn, you can cast them.
Wow.
It's 1 red, draw 2 cards. It's bananas. It's so good.
Right?
It's so fucking good.
Jesus.
And I see a lot of people misplaying with it. A lot of times you want to cast it before you do your land return. That way...
If one of those is a land, you can
play it for free.
Plop it out in the...
And especially in the burn-centric version of Reddit, which is what I'm playing online, you want to bluff as many burn spells as possible.
Right.
You don't want to be like, oh, he's got... You go from 3 to 2 cards. Oh, well, maybe the other ones are lands. But you have 3 instead of like, oh, maybe he has this instead of that.
Right.
Both these cards are very good. It's why I'm on the burn version of Red. Don't know how much longer I'm going to be on that. Don't know if I'm playing at Magic Fest in Memphis in 2 weeks. We'll see.
Oh, you're going to that shitty con, Magic Fest?
Yeah. I'm going with Tyler Johansson. He's adorable.
Tyler is kind of adorable.
He is. He's a little baby, and I love him. Anyway, that's all my stuff for Magics. Anyway, y'all's turn about League of Legends.
All right, so what's new with League of Legends?
So,
a lot.
Yeah, so Season 9 just started in League. And even though me and Angie are I'm more of a casual player. Angie's going to actually try and rank up this year. I might try just because there's a little bit more incentive this year to do it. So a whole lot of stuff changed.
Y'all can make a team with other lesbians called the Beavers.
No, we're already on a team, and it's called Spurt and Spackle.
I thought it was called. What was our ghost hunting group again called?
Scuffed?
Yeah, that was called
There's
Scuffed.
actually a Scuffed gaming team,
Oh,
so we can't be
lame.
Scuffed. So we always are going to be Spurt and Spackle until we actually get picked up by a professional thing, because then we probably need to change it. Because who the hell's ever going to franchise something called Spurt and Spackle?
Me.
I would
totally do Spurt and Spackle.
Yeah, but they're not fucked in the head like we are.
I would. You know why? Because it's named after me before I got a girlfriend.
That was a great story.
When you become a multimillionaire,
Okay.
and you can
So
franchise
tomorrow.
a team,
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Spurt and Spackle it is.
Sure, I'm gonna start it with this $1,000 getting from Texas.
And then Bobby can also be your Magic Arena player, and his team can be Spurt and Spackle as well.
They are going to be.
The Harry Spurt and Spackles.
No, it's just Spurt and Spackle.
Can my mascot be my Pompadour?
Yes.
I mean, that's what the mascot
Yeah,
was
your
going to
E
be.
Yes!
Your E name could be Pompadour.
No, it's Bobby Swoosh.
It's Drunk's Pompadour.
Deal. Drunk's Pompadour. I like it.
That's what he is at my phone.
You're just fucking Moreland because you're Moreland. I can't
Here's
say you're
Moreland.
lonely because you should get your penis touched on a regular basis.
Anyways, so Angie, you want to talk about what the big changes were in League?
No.
Okay, so you want me to tell about the big changes in League?
No, there was a
No.
change to the ranking. You have an armor set on your profile now and your player card. And as you rank, it changes with you.
Ooh.
And it shows, so if you're iron, it's an iron set.
Now, is it on your character card or is it just on your...
Yeah, it's on your
It's
character
on
card
everything.
too.
Oh.
And now
Yeah.
what they've done is they've split the season into three. It's 3 splits,
It's
but
not
it's
splits, yeah.
But every time you play in it, depending on how well you do, you get what are like accessories to your armor. So it tells you how you're doing throughout the season.
Now, so question, if I have like a female character, can my armor, like when I rank up, does the armor get like less and less coverage?
It's just a helmet.
Oh, that's fucking
It's a little
stupid.
helmet. It's your little icon. But the big
Oh.
change to that is that they've also added they've added new ranks to League of Legends. So instead of it starting at bronze,
It's iron.
it started iron.
And they've
Okay.
added in Master Chief.
And then Master
Nice.
Grandmaster.
I know.
Master Chief's funny
Yeah.
though. They should have called it Master Chief. That'd be hilarious.
Oh.
And then they got rid of the Division 5 stuff. So you can only be Iron 4 as the worst. And I'm pretty sure at that point, you either have no hands and you haven't turned your monitor on.
Or I'm just...
I'm Iron 4, so.
Yeah, I'm Iron 4. What you trying to say, girl?
Well, you had to
You're
play,
Iron 5,
You had
Bobby.
to play one ranked game just to earn Iron 4.
Oh, I haven't earned
So
Iron 4
I'm
yet.
not-
God
I'm not,
bless.
I'm not even Iron 4. You know why? Because all plays ARAM.
I know.
I tried it just to see. I played 4 ranked games, won 3 of the 4, and it only took me to Iron 3.
What the fuck? It sucks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck you,
I was
Riot,
and
you
it was
pieces of
just like
shit.
the preliminaries.
Yeah, the promos.
So, yeah.
I
wasn't
hope
gonna-
God strikes them down.
But the best thing is, your ranking from this season will follow you to next year.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have a little like icon that says, "Hey, this
Yeah.
is what my ranking was."
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
But even better is if, there's 5 roles in League of Legends. I almost said Magic, but in League of Legends. So a lot of times
Top
what
and
would happen.
bottom. What are the other roles?
Yeah, sure. So a lot of people, whenever they would end up getting autofilled, it would be a stressful thing because a lot of times you would be like, say you were about to rank up and then you ended up playing jungle, which is your off role. You're like, well, shit, I'm gonna lose my game because I don't fucking play this role.
Right.
Now what they're doing in League is instead of you ranking up, you rank your position. So if you are a support main, you can, as long as you're playing that game in support, you're ranking up. If you end up in another position like bottom, you have a separate rank.
Bottom.
So the elo I learned in support was really good. I earned a lot of LP in the support
Okay.
role.
And some of it
And
splashes
it
over
splashes,
to your other over.
Yeah.
But that way, if you end up like playing a really off-roll thing, you're not punished for it.
Yeah.
You're not getting your rank's not getting fucked because you play ADC, but you're jungling,
Yeah.
God, that's my worst fear is I'm going to load in as a jungler.
right?
Even though I've picked support or ADC, I'm terrified.
I think a lot of times too, it's because they don't want
Yeah.
they want less people dodging games.
Although
Right.
loading up as a support main, you pretty much
But
load in
Angie,
right away.
When you
Right.
jungle, just start singing just the bare necessity. the
Just
simple
like
bare
Udyr and stay in bear
necessities.
form.
Well, I was thinking if I ever do get autofilled in jungle, I'm just going to old school it and go top. And
Just gank top.
Yeah.
When you need to,
Just double
just
top.
go top. Yeah. We'll double up top.
She
double
said.
up.
Threesome.
Yeah.
But I
And
think
just-
there's like that would be the incentive is that you don't want to end up having to stay in your off roll.
Because the people will just sit on base.
Like-
They won't even play. They're there. Because
Mhm.
that's how they're going to get their points at the end.
Exactly.
They just sit there.
Would you just report them?
You report
Yeah.
them. I don't think Rito, unless you're a big streamer who reports, I don't think Rito actually looks. I
No.
don't think they care.
Oh, it's called Rito. You guys don't call it Riot. That's hilarious.
Whenever you're like making fun of Rito, or Riot, you call it Rito.
Rito.
Oh, like Doritos?
So if Riot
Yeah.
does something awesome, they're Riot. But usually they're Rito.
Gotcha.
Rito, please.
Rito, please
But there's
fix your shit.
But there's like a lot of
Please,
balance
Daddy.
thing they're trying to fix because last year there was a big complaint about the ADCs because you're an attack damage carry, but you could not carry.
And people are loading in mages to be ADC.
That Riot's thing was that it never was called ADC. It was called
Right.
bottom.
It was just bot.
It was bot.
Because it originally was bot lane, tot lane. Where
Tater
you had-
tots?
Mm, tater tots.
And a mid lane. And then they added in players started jungling, and then so they created jungle monsters and better things for people.
Neutral objectives for people to play in. But and it only makes
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard it that time. But it only makes sense that at this point, like, they have to do something to revitalize ranked systems, because a lot of times you spend a year just trying to grind out winning.
Right.
And then start over the next year.
Or if you end up off roll, you have no incentive to, like, you have more anxiety playing it because you're probably going to get flamed, and you're playing on off roll, and you're, like, say you're in your promos to get, like, your next position. What if you get in that and you lose?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it sucks.
Yep.
Plus, you're into about like season 9 at this point. You know what I mean? Like, they got to come up with something new.
So,
I mean, it's got to cater to new players too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. And as somebody new to ranked, I'm gonna enjoy that.
Right.
And I did notice that you have your main LP screen at the end, and then it has smaller circles. And for me, it was, what did I load up in my secondary?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know what that was until Becky told me.
I'm excited for season 69.
That's the one where everybody gets fucked.
Literally.
Bless you. If League's still around, if it's 69 years, League's still around, fucking kill me.
You know, it could be possible.
I have a feeling League introducing these splits, they're gonna start like having, like, instead of going a whole year.
The season's gonna be.
Yeah, they're gonna.
It's gonna be shorter. Like maybe half a year.
Yeah,
and then
it'll be like quarterly.
Yeah.
Well, the problem was. Well, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say the problem was a lot of people were complaining because you would have like no updates for months on a patch, and then suddenly they started doing patch notes like every 3 to 4 weeks for a month.
Yeah, it's like every week now.
Yeah, and then it was like everything was just, the dynamic was changing, so people who were competing competitively, they had to like relearn things. Meanwhile, like Dota, they don't have a change in a patch for like a year and a half. Or Heroes of the Storm, they announce their patches. Like, you could go a whole year before BlizzCon, before a new patch is
like
announced.
on League of Legends Worlds, they're like a patch or 5 behind where everybody else is.
Yeah, I think they just patched 9.2 came out last week, but the season started. So instead of making the professional players play on the new one, they were playing on 9.1, which, 1 week later they're playing on 9.2, and that's a complete change of what the patch is.
So if you want to watch the pros to learn how to play something, don't, because you're a patch ahead. A patch to 3 usually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Watch them stream.
That's right.
Yeah. Watch them stream. That's really the answer. Because a lot of times
Baker's really good.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, he streams in
Korean.
So
Just get subtitles.
He has little subtitles.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, because he's streaming on Twitch, they added like little subtitles for him, so when you can hear him speaking, it comes up with what he's saying.
Grunts in
cool.
Korean.
Yeah.
That is actually cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
Grunts and glass noodles.
Yeah. Gasps in
I
Spanish.
love glass noodles. Oh my god.
It's like gasp.
Like, yes.
That's French.
But I think with the changes in the patch, I always say every year I'm going to try ranked, but I just can't deal with the flaming.
Well, like I said, I played those few games. Other than that one game with that terrible Shaco who flamed everybody for no reason. He was the one who was bad.
Oh, those are my favorite players. Oh, y'all people suck. I'd be doing doing so much better if y'all were doing better.
Yeah.
If y'all were doing y'all's roles.
Mm-hmm. He comes down to gank, which means, of course, ADC and support are going to help him engage. And then he just flashed out, queued out, and then, the ADC would get killed because, of course, she stepped further ahead than me. I'm trying to save her, or I get killed because I literally step in front of the bullet. And then, you guys suck.
You flashed out, bitch.
Yeah, you initiated a bad
Turn
combat.
your monitor on, you dumb shit.
Like, apologize at that point. Nobody's going to blame you. Just say, bad gank.
They had
bad engage.
Sorry, bad gank.
They had Rift Rivals a couple of weeks ago, and it was streamers, streamers who were like really good Twitch player or really good League of Legends players, and people who weren't so good. And consistently, the team that ended up winning, the reason why a lot of people said they ended up winning is because they had such a positive team. Mm-hmm. Like, everything was like, if something got messed up, nobody flamed the other person.
Janet and Pokey, so it was positive. It was positive to a fault. I mean, they had negative Scarra.
No, Scar wasn't on the team.
Went, okay. I thought he played with
No,
them.
he came in like third. But like the team that had like the really good players who were flaming each other.
Oh, they were with I'm a Cutie.
No. It was Chase.
Toast.
It was Chase Sake. No, he wasn't with Cute either. It was Chase Shaco, Revenge, Pokey, Janet, and then Natsumi. So it was also 3 girls on a team, 2 of which are also Fortnite players. So people were flaming them for being Fortnite players.
But they started in the league.
Fortnite is the best game that I've never played.
Gets all the 12-year-olds off of everything else.
Exactly.
That's true.
That's the only way I look at it.
But that was the big comment, was that because they were so positive, I think they had a better team outlook. Meanwhile, the teams that had like the big players like Cutie or Yasuo who were flaming each other, they didn't end up winning. So it really does come down. Well, I mean, if you're in a team thing, you don't want your team flaming you. Like, you're like, oh, you just died, you motherfucker. You suck at this game. Quit the game. Like, you don't play better.
I hear Angie yell at me, and I'm like, oh, God. I don't want to mess up. I don't want to mess up. I don't want to mess up. Fuck, I fucked up again.
I
Stop hitting me, mommy!
I've gotten a ton better.
I understand. I just understand the dynamic. You know, you have somebody that is on the other side yelling at you because, or just disgruntled that
something bad happened.
Something bad happened, and you knew you were the fault. It makes you
If
more
the person
cautious.
Says shake it off, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
right.
Don't be afraid to take a risk.
Don't worry about it. Shake it off. Let's
and
let's
sometimes
get back
you just
to it.
have bad games. Like it's inevitable. You're gonna have a bad game.
Like anytime I play Rise, that is a terrible game.
Anytime I play Rise, I get 25 kills.
The other team is just better.
Anytime I play League, it's a bad game for us.
No, you play Kale and Diana well.
Sometimes the team comp that you're going up against is just
they're just better.
They're just better, and they know their roles better. Sometimes,
or they build better to counter you.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, though,
slow rolled eyed right over to Becky.
Well, I was just gonna say, it is funny though, because Angie does start out like I have duoed with Angie, and she'll start out positive for the first 5 to 10 minutes, and then I fuck something up, and then she's like,
"No." Here's Becky. I was like, okay, there's 3 tanks on that team. You need to build armor.
I'm talking about when we play Summoner's Rift.
We don't play Summoner's Rift together, Becky.
Angie, I played Lux one time and you yelled at me.
You're doing it right now.
You're doing it right now.
I'm having PTSD.
We're all having PTSD.
Were you in Korea like me?
Yes.
I was in Korea.
Vietnam.
Nam.
I'm just going to say the Darius wasn't killing me. It was the Malzahar, so I built Magic Resist.
There were 3 tanks. To get to the Malzahar, we had to kill the tanks.
Right.
She never built... I even said, guys, we need to build magic and armor pin. Nope. Nobody but me. And of course, we started doing no damage to anybody, so Malzahar could sit behind the Darius and be like, because guess what he built?
Angie?
Have
you heard of this thing?
I do so much better
when
I hate the fact that Angie has to, like, pretty much babysit me, but I do so much better when Angie half coaches me through stuff.
Moreland and I, when we were ADC support team, and I would just say, hey, Moreland, maybe get this, get some speed.
Great, you guys do it cute. I'll stay in mid.
That's fine.
Except
I'm gonna judge you harshly now.
we would do that, and Angie be like, okay, and skill shot this guy, boom, and she'd basically walk me through it, and I'm like, how? And she's paying attention to her own screen. I'm like, how?
And I talked Moreland through how to kill you on your 1v1.
He did. She did. She really did.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put it all out there. The truth is coming out tonight.
1v1 me tonight. Let's go.
Wait, who are we playing?
Lux and Lux. Let's go.
Why would I play Lux?
Lux and Sona. Let's go.
Sona's not going to be Deluxe, Becky. We've talked about this.
Rexay versus Tristana.
Jesus Christ. We'll do it. We're doing that one.
Oh, God. That's the
It's going to take 5 hours.
I have no context.
That's the derpiest game ever.
Okay,
I have no context.
My worst character is Tristana.
Yeah.
I'm a decent League player.
Okay, I've seen Angie play literally just like all the characters and do phenomenal. I
had
like
no rerolls.
Very rarely do I see Angie play a character that she doesn't do better than me at.
Yeah.
She played Tristana one game, and I'm like, Angie, what is wrong with you?
I warned him. I said, Moreland, be prepared.
I swear to God, she was just throwing the game, and I'm like, Angie, what is wrong with you?
I ended that game at 0-9-2 or something.
I don't even think it was. Yeah, it was.
I only had 2 assists.
Yeah,
0 kills, and I died. And I was trying.
It was. I was like, Angie, what is wrong with? She couldn't.
I just can't.
Just can't.
And Becky's like that with Rexay.
And I'm like that with Rise. I just can't. I can't. I don't understand Rise.
More than rage quit once.
I did.
Well, you went to the base.
I just like
you just couldn't do it.
Done. Just done. I can't rise.
Just picture how you played Akali, and that's how we all play.
Just like I can't rise.
Bobby got 2 kills with Akali.
I did, bitch.
Ooh.
But was it an accident?
Doesn't
Maybe.
matter. Doesn't matter. He still got kills.
Bobby threw something backwards, but somebody had somehow gotten backwards. And he's like, "Oh, I killed him."
He came off the base and did something, and somebody died. And he was like, "Ooh!"
Like, God bless.
He had Bobby was he was at 1 HP trying to escape, and Bobby was the only one alive. So he threw his Q out, and it was like, "Oh, got him, let's go."
I like the League of Legends meme. It's the nurse Akali running around, and the Teemo's like, "Heal me, heal me, heal me! I don't heal."
And
Fake
Teemo
ass
goes,
nurse.
"Fake ass nurse skin." That's my favorite one.
My favorite one is the one where it's Warwick and he's smelling the blood, and he comes into the bathroom and it's Misfortune on her period.
Ew,
that was awkward.
that's fucking disgusting.
That's pretty bad.
You're welcome. But yeah, those are the big updates for League.
Sorry. Wait for Becky to make it awkward. Good job, Becky.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now for podcast updates. Moreland, you've got a pretty big update.
Okay, so guys, my update is I'm gonna start traveling the world. Gonna go around the world catching Pokemon. I gotta be a
Are you
Pokemon
gonna
master.
backpack it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, gotta
Can
be.
you walk more than a mile?
Yeah,
Is Tasha
I
gonna
walked
go
like
with you?
6 today.
Is Tasha going with you? Sometimes.
I'm gonna try to get her to go.
But just do the whole Misty cosplay the whole time.
Makes sense.
No, Dawn.
Yes.
Ew. Dawn's gross. Misty's more of a
Screw
slut.
you.
So Moreland is gonna. So there may be some episodes that you're not on,
Right.
and but we're working it out. It's not that Moreland has left the podcast. You will be back
I will be
when
back.
you can be.
When I
I'm
can
just
be.
gonna literally just get a blow up doll and put it in your chair and just
No. I'm bringing something next week for Surrogate Me.
I don't wanna
for.
know.
Oh God.
Is it fox ears and tail?
Is it
Is
a
it
giant
Please
throwing
tell me it's a
dog?
cardboard cutout of yourself.
Becky, shh.
That'd be hilarious.
It's
You can
not a
get it
card-
made.
It's
Okay.
not- No,
Body pillow.
I'm bringing
Yeah.
when I can't be on and everything.
Well, yeah, and in the interim, we'll probably have a couple of guests on and stuff like that. But for now,
I have
More
so
like-
many intro bits popping into my head when he's not here. They're making fun of that a little bit. It's gonna be cute.
Just as long as you don't let him molest the thing I bring.
it's a body pillow.
It's not a body pillow.
Okay, I won't let him.
I want to turn into a body pillow.
No.
Don't.
Jesus.
We're gonna be nice to it.
Okay.
But there'll still be a couple more episodes before we have to start figuring shit out.
I've also discovered what my first topic of After Dark is gonna be.
What's that?
Darknet. Oh,
Yes.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Darknet.
So Bobby's update. We're gonna do the After Dark.
Yeah.
We're gonna get that off the ground.
I think we can do that next week after we do the graveyard thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speaking of which, we have a new series coming up on YouTube where we are actually gonna take our ghost hunting out. It sucks you won't be here, even though I doubt you'd want to do it anyway.
After
We can
last time,
we can FaceTime him. We can stick him in my coat pocket or something.
God.
yes.
I'm gonna get possessed over FaceTime.
No. I got an idea. Moreland can. You ever watch Ghost Hunters?
Yeah.
You know they had the guys that looked at
He's
the
at
audio.
base.
And he
Yeah.
could be at base constantly.
Yeah, but he can't save us because he's 3.5
Yeah.
hours away.
That's fine. He can still tell if he sees some bullshit behind
Or
us.
like he can be the guy that looks at over the footage, like at this time mark it was this and that kind of
Because
stuff.
let me tell you,
Okay,
Becky and
yeah.
I were scoping out the first place, and we went down the road, and because she said, "Oh, there was a scary bridge," we didn't see a bridge. It turns out it was a hanging grounds. So we get to the end of the road, and Becky said, Becky's like, "Oh no," because I had said I don't want to go down the creepy swamp road
Mm-hmm.
with the creepy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Becky sees it coming up. She's like, "Oh no, oh God, how did I do this?" It's that creepy fucking ass road. And let me tell you, that road is creepy as hell.
At night? I've never been at night.
Yeah.
So.
And then it's got the bridge, and it really does look out over like this huge like swamp thing.
Basically, this all started.
And that late, it was terrifying.
Yeah, well, this also started because we had a conversation with somebody who was local who was like, you should write local legends, like local folklore.
So we're gonna do a book and of our own. So like the history of it, and then our investigations of it.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Do
still
we
have
have
to pitch
permission?
it, but this guy apparently is on that board because he gave us all the info. So I feel like
Do we
he's
have
gonna sign
permission
it.
to investigate the hanging grounds? Because
Well,
it's privately owned, isn't it?
We've
Yeah.
contacted
Well,
them.
we don't know, and the hanging grounds are going to be a lot harder because I don't know who owns it, other than possibly The Walking Dead.
Gotcha.
But I did contact the Historical Society locally to see if we could investigate some of the places
like
I was
here.
about to say you probably look
Bonnie
up on the internet
Castle,
Yeah.
find
and
out.
we're doing Little Ghost Girl as one.
Oh God.
Oh fuck. Can we have to do
Yeah.
that like we're gonna have to do it like at some. I'm afraid we're gonna get fucking arrested doing that shit.
Yeah.
Oh no, we won't go out into the thing this time
Thank God.
without permission.
I
yeah.
was so fucking scared.
No. This time it's not going to be like the hobbyist
Yeah,
kind of shit. It's going to
gotta
be
be
more
legit.
so like we need to have
And then I'm
permission.
gonna find out who owns the house on Corinth Road,
Mm-hmm.
so we can legitimately go in there.
Driving home the other night, for weeks, no cold chills, nothing. Driving home, I think it was last Sunday. Oh, so much creepy.
Let me tell you what happened last Monday in my car.
Oh, goddamn, this car shit still. Fuck.
No, I mean, this,
I know, you're fine.
This wasn't little ghost girl. I know for a fact it wasn't her. I had to go after. This was right before the snowpocalypse. That was 65 degrees.
Right.
But, you know, like tomorrow I'll go grocery shopping. I either go Sunday morning or Monday night. So I was like, fuck, I waited too long. So I went at like 8:30 at night to try and avoid the crowds. Right. Haha, joke's on me. They were still there. But I'm coming home, and I was starving, so I was like, I'm going to break my diet and get a quarter pounder, and I was super happy because I had chicken nuggets. And I trying to eat chicken nuggets and drive, and they didn't give me a straw. This is what's in my head. Nothing scary, and then I feel something on my leg go, tap. So I thought I dropped a chicken nugget. So I'm like feeling on my leg for a chicken nugget, and I'm like, I guess I didn't drop one, and then I feel it again. And I look down, and I see a hand pull into the passenger side.
Just get that goddamn car blessed already. Holy
I'm going
shit.
to, because let me tell you, this one scared me because I could see something. You know in Exorcist where the light like shines across her face and she's waiting for the priest? It reminded me of that, which of course scared me even more. So I look up and I'm like, you know what? I didn't actually see that. It was where the lights were passing from the cars, and I saw something, and then I felt on my leg again. And as I look at the floorboard, I heard this.
No, I wouldn't have looked. I'd have drove like this the whole time.
I understood what you were talking about, flying home because of doppelganger. I drove 80 to 90 down Lower Fayetteville, and I was like, if I get stopped by a cop, I'm just gonna have to explain. There's a monster in the passenger seat.
And I've crapped myself.
Yeah, and then I felt it on my leg again, like real slow. I flew into the driveway. I hopped out of the car. My brother came out that with groceries. I didn't say anything to him. First of all, because I was crying.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't. I had fear tears. Tear fears.
Tear fears.
Tear for fears.
Tear fears.
And he opened the door and he went to get like the teas out because they were in the passenger side, and he was kind of jumped back and look. I'm like, oh yeah, there's something there. Just get it and go.
Thanks, Angie. Just throw your brother to the wolves.
I was like, I wonder if he sees something. That's not my thought, but that he kind of jumped.
Yeah.
And ever since then, something's been bothering him in his room.
Oh, that's no fun.
Yeah, well, better him than me.
This is why we bought this. So I
exactly, because he's always wanted to see and experience something, but nothing's ever happened to him. So he doesn't believe in this stuff until he started experiencing it this week, like to the point that he'll wake up just in like a cold sweat fear, positive something standing behind him.
Right.
And he told me he turned around and he was like, I gotta fucking get up at 2 a.m. Leave me the fuck alone. But and then he'll like pull the cover up over his face and hope he doesn't see like a shadow.
Right.
And he's not like that. I'm like that.
Fucking, I yelled something at something in my room the other night too. But it was at a mouse chewing on my empty Oreo box that had fell into the floor because I didn't feel like going and picking it up, taking it and throwing it away, and it was just sitting there chewing on it. And I'm like, stop it, you little shit!
What was the lesson this time? Pick up your goddamn Oreo boxes.
I picked it up and threw it to the other side of the room. He didn't chew on it again.
Oh, fair.
You picked him up or it up?
It up. The Oreo box.
But yeah.
Yeah, so there was that. So I'm looking forward to somebody getting possessed.
Not happy with me. I'm actually going to
Bobby's got... So Becky and I are probably going to get a charm, but next weekend I'm excited about going back out there to that bridge.
Oh, we're going to that bridge?
Yeah, the Woolsey Road. No, not
that bridge.
A worse bridge.
That's,
Jesus.
No, after that, whatever followed me home that night, I'm good. I was like, that scared the fuck out of me. How the fuck does the one book that falls on my shelf, when it's spine facing out and then laying face down open, had to be Ghost Story? Goddamn a baby. I was like, fuck this shit. Because I'm the most skeptic of us all. And I was like, that's going to follow me home. Nope. Fuck my ass. So nothing's happened since then. Also because I sleep with a nightlight and my closet light on. The door open because I'm a big baby. But yeah.
Well, I mean, Tasha sleeps with a nightlight on, but it's just because it's easier for her to see to go to the bathroom at 3 a.m. when she wakes up, and then 4 a.m. when she wakes up, and then 5 a.m. when she wakes up.
Well, we're also working on the treasure hunting thing, but these are the new updates we have coming up.
I'm also buying holy water. Confirmed.
Buying holy water. Updates
for next weekend.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Any more updates? I have an update.
My taint's infected.
There we go.
Can I get licked at?
Did you say licked or looked?
Both.
He wants
Can
it.
Can the
All
doctor,
right, look,
can the doctor
Bobby.
do both?
Bobby, I will lick at it.
Ooh, it's getting moist.
All right.
Hey, Becky.
Hi, guys.
Where can they find us, Becky?
Where can they find us, Becky?
You can find us on Facebook
Spotify.
at The Free Rotation Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at The Free Rotation. You can also find us on YouTube at The Free Rotation. We are on Instagram at The Free Rotation Podcast. We are also on Twitch at The Free Rotation. We are also affiliates of Weeby Geeks. You can check out all the great podcasts at WeebyGeeks.com. If you want to check us out on any of the podcasting apps, you can check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
and the one that pays us.
Radio Public, Google Play. And you can check out all of our updates at thefreerotation.com. I promise one day somebody will update something on that website other than the episodes.
I can't figure out how, so you have to show us how.
We did. You put my profile on there.
Oh, I did do that. Yeah, I'll send you the information.
Because I've got a lot of stuff I want to do.
And I want to start updating. I have one more update. I want to start updating with my Pokemon Go adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all the decent little Pokemon that I catch and all the new Pokemon, shiny Pokemon.
All right, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Apparently, there's meth in Alabama.